Oh yeah.
We have just passed the edge of the world and we're on the Aurthur beach track, and it is rough and epic.
There's enough driftwood out there to build a mansion.
There is.
You're not wrong, Akeem. There's plenty of timber up ahead.
Far out, look at that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is.
Water crossing here. Old mate said to drive through them. Hey, they've all got gravel bottoms.
That's what he said.
Right, well, Akeem, do you want to film just in case it is a little bit spectacular? Yep, give me 2 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Although an epic little track, it didn't take long before it petered off and disappeared into the scrub. We just had to have a play on a large dune at the track terminus before turning around. Pull second when she bogs, buddy. That's it. Perfect. Stay in the wheel tracks. Stay in the wheel tracks. Way out, the track hadn't finished with us yet. Let me get out of here. First low, drive and winch. Keem's just got a little bit crossed up in the track here, so we've got a winch hooked up to Cody, and he's just gonna winch himself and just slowly drive out at the same time. Easy, easy, slow a bit, slow a bit. We don't want to chew it up for us, eh? Looking good. Okay, Jacob's gonna have another crack at this one. We're just trying to get out of the dune field to get back to the road so that we can grab ourselves a camp. Good fun. Backed off and she was all over. 100%, mate. Just put it in first low and try and crawl.
Same again?
Same thing, mate. Same thing. Not yet. Now go reverse for about like that far. Okay, that's it. Stop there. Now you're on a hill. You're on a downhill run for that far. So you want to mash it to get to that downhill run and then pop out. So some nice herbs. Yeah. Okay, back off. Same thing again. Back up 30 centimeters. Yep, same thing again, mate. Oh, and again. That's it. You'll get it. Yeah. Oh. One more, I reckon you got it. All right, here comes Miles. He's got the technique now. He knows not to let off. Beautiful, beautiful. We're coming out of the Aurthur Beach track, I guess you'd call it. And we're going to be heading into the bush now on the other side of the Tema Road. And we're going to try and find a camp on the Aurthur River itself. We're on a track on the other side of the Tema Road, the other side to Prickly Wattle Campground. And this track goes back to the Aurthur River. We're going to see whether we can find a camp back there. Perhaps do a little bit of trout fishing. If we could, that would be great. We are heading down towards the Aurthur River on a very, very tight track. And you just hope there's a camping spot down there. Otherwise, all of this tight trackage will have been for naught.
Are you having fun, Tare?
Well, that was a pretty crazy track. We've been through some tight tracks before, but this one would be right up there at the top of the tree.
Reminds me of the ones down south.
Yeah.
When we got cock blocked. Yep.
This one is tight. We got a tree branch right there.
We have the roof open to check because we already lost the tarp once.
We lost the awning.
The awning on the way down.
The little awning that goes over the ladder. It's on a sail track. And it just got slid out of the sail track by a tree. So once we get into the open, I'll slide it back on the sail track.
I hope we can find them when we get out of here.
I think they took so long to turn around that we're probably not that far behind them.
Yeah.
So we're down here, found ourselves going down a track for a campsite, and it got real tight real quick. Up here is a no-go, gets pretty gnarly, so we're just trying to do a 20-point turn.
There's one. Can you get it out of the crook of the tree?
Hold on. Yeah, we'll come this side now, Vicky. Grab it. Yep. You and I. Yep.
Come on, break you, bitch.
You want to go? Yes.
All right, cool.
Just got our first taste of very Tasmanian weather. I was just cleaning the dishes after a nice bacon and egg breakfast when rain came, and then sun, and then rain, and then sun, and some more rain. I think we're gonna get coastal showers all day now. I could see them on the weather app, but it doesn't list it as going to rain today.
We're back on the Tema Road, heading towards Sandy Cape. I'm not sure where we're going to get on the beach at, but we'll find a spot, I'm sure. We're just remarking it's cool on these Tassie roads. The moss grows right up to the verges. We're still on the Tema Road, but the bitumen has now given way to dirt as we head towards the coast a little bit more. passing a whole bunch of little campgrounds off of this road. We've done Elsewhere Campground, and we're coming up to Stinky Beach Campground. Boys having a fish off the rocks, not too far from the Aurthur River. Cody's sitting down in the job in the chair. No luck so far. It's a very cute little community down here. There's about 10 houses along the water. Locals came down and gave us the tips on where to fish. You know, there was no sort of protecting secret hidden fishing spots or anything like that. They're very, very forthcoming and very, very friendly. That has been the theme of Tassie so far. Just the friendliness of the locals has been amazing.
No luck, boys?
Just entering the Sandy Cape Track, and they recommend sand flags. That's interesting. None of us brought any on board, so we'll just have to be a little bit cautious, I guess. First decent water crossing at Sandy Cape. Doesn't look too deep, but there's a nice little rock shelf to get out on the other side.
The tarn-colored water is all stirred up now. Water in the puddle behind our truck.
Still cruising on the Sandy Cape Track. We're coming up to Possum Creek.
Where are we, Ter?
We're at the Dawson River crossing, having lunch at the moment.
53 grand to build this little bridge. Everything remote costs more, doesn't it? There are wombat poos along the edge of the Dawson River here. I'll give you a foot for scale and a phone for scale. That's them. Little spider web here on the bridge.
We've had our lunch at Dawson Creek, and we're heading towards Brooks Creek and Brooks Beach. I'd say that's it in the foreground. One thing that has surprised me about this Sandy Cape Track is it's been more rock than sand so far. We're leaving Brooks Beach.
You said you're going to have a mouthful of that, Terry?
Yeah, absolutely. See the irrigation pipe there? That's probably the water for Old Mate's house back there.
Yeah, another nice, big, flat green area here. It's probably a bit flatter too. Yeah, and then you'd get a lot of protection from the wind with that hill there.
Boys are just talking about campsites along this Sandy Cape Track near Ordnance Point. There's so many flat grassy areas along here. It's just perfect. That is stunning. Good thing we don't have smell-o-vision camera, because there is rotting kelp all along here and it is stinky.
waves just ripping in. Have to hold Cody back from getting the boards out. Cody's me, man. Cody's me, bro. What's your dream? To go away. Boards and a 10 mil wetsuit.
What were the tide times, Hakeem?
It's probably on the way in by now, but probably won't be high tide till about 4 or 5 o'clock.
Righto.
Watch out, there's a lot of sticks in the ground sticking up.
It's just after 1 o'clock, so we've got to make the run up the beach to the Sandy Cape Lighthouse, check that lighthouse out, and then do a U-bolt back down the same beach and get off it before high tide. We do not want to get stuck on a beach on the west coast of Tassie on high tide. That would be all bad. Running up the beach towards the Sandy Cape Lighthouse. There has not been any tracks on this beach for a long, long time. Either that or they were there 5 minutes ago and the wind blew them over.
And the water.
And the water, yeah.
The sand is blowing like crazy. Up we go.
We're on the final creek crossing to Sandy Cape Lighthouse, and it's not too deep. I thought this is the one that the 24/7 guys drowned one of their cars, but I don't think so because it's only like hub deep. You come to a fork in the track, boys, take the left fork. This is pretty cool.
It is. It's got all the little bogs that you get when you're on walking tracks in Tasmania too.
It does.
That's when you think you can get dry feet. Nope.
Where's the lighthouse?
I see it.
Hey, could you go through this little water crossing thing?
This is
Yeah,
so
mate.
Tasmanian looking.
You come up here to a multi-bog crossing. I took the left-hand to fork and it worked well. Jacob, if you're looking for another Land Cruiser mud flap, there's one about halfway through that track.
Okay, thanks.
Scrapey, scrapey. Oh, straight. No, left. No. Look at this.
All right, I think we're out of the bog now and into the rock.
Yes.
Sandy Cape now, and we just got to get through this little squeezy rock spot. That is tight.
That's very tight.
I don't think there was much room on either side of our car going through that. Back out onto the beach and head back towards camp near, what was the place called? Jim Smith's Gyms? Those sandy areas anyway. Wow, that is stunning.
Am I taking a slightly different turn, Coach? I'm not sure. I'll bring up the map.
We'll just wait here down on the beach, make sure you guys are all good. Our little water crossing again. There we have it. Run back along Sandy Cape Beach to Jim Smith's place. I can't remember.
You have a map at your disposal.
Yeah, but it doesn't actually have that marked on it.
Oh.
Yeah, look at this. This is the quicksand.
Yeah, let's get us through this bit.
It's like no one's out here. Not even the fish.
Little bits in the middle here. There's water in our wheel tracks.
Yeah.
We're all rolling.
Radio, I'm just moseying along in first, and I'm doing about 10 kilometers an hour.
Well, it is absolutely beautiful here this morning on the west coast of Tasmania. After we did a run up to Sandy Cape yesterday. So this is where we pulled up camp. Proper stunning. One thing I noticed is we had the wind coming in that way there with my drifter Stockton 10. I had the hard shell facing the wind to stop the canvas or the material flapping around. The wind was so strong, even with the middle spreader bar, it was trying to close the gas strut on me. So little camp fix, just a little vice grip, and stopped the gas strut last night from trapping me up there and laying me to rest. Packing the old girl up. It's been going pretty well this trip, new motor and all.
Day number 5 in Tasmania, and we're now leaving the Sandy Cape Track. Had an epic camp last night, and we are off towards the Climbys track today.